All right, what's going on? My name is Chris Hawkes, and this is Your Best Life Defined. How you doing today? Get this thing turned down. How you doing today? You doing all right? Shit. Damn, I hope so. I hope so. Done with Christmas. That's a good thing. I'm not sure where in the lineup this thing is. We probably maybe even be after New Year's by now. But yeah, we've got the whole new year, 2021 coming. All kinds of great things you want to do. All kinds of crazy stuff you're still looking at doing. You probably got a list of New Year's resolutions. Did you stop drinking? Most years I stopped drinking about 52 times, about every week. I'm going to try again this year. Not sure how that's going to go. I keep looking at why I can't. I keep looking at when it comes to drinking because I like to drink. I like a couple drinks, and here and there it's okay. I think drinking everything in moderation, of course, as you probably have picked up by now, moderation and me, that's not even on in the same sentence. It's not even the same universe. Everything to extreme. That's what I do. Don't get an idea. Sandy, my poor wife, can you imagine? She has these ideas about things she wants to do, right? But she's cautious about telling me about them, about telling me about what she's thinking, because if she says, hey, listen, honey, I've been thinking, maybe I want to do this. If she's not careful, I'll go out and I will do what it takes to make that happen. I've done it over and over again because there's nothing that feels better than to help other people lift themselves up and engage and get excited about what they're doing, right? Get excited about the life they're getting to live, because that is my whole game. That's what this whole thing is about. Is I wake up every day and I go, okay, what do you want to do now? And I do it. And I guess that's why it's hard for me to understand why there's so much resistance to new ideas and suggestions that you make. I mean, think about this. Anytime that you talk to someone someone you're in your inner circle, and you make a suggestion about changing something in their life, what do you usually get? Sometimes you'll get them saying, oh yeah, that's a good idea, I'm going to do that. But more often than not, depending on how far outside their comfort zone it is, the first thing they'll start doing is telling you why they can't do it. Well, yeah, that sounds cool, but I can't. Well, that sounds great, but we can't. And for the longest time, I'm like, why don't people do that? Why aren't people so reluctant to accept the ideas and take action on the ideas of others? Well, it's because it's not your idea. I did a podcast. The last podcast was about spending time thinking about you. Spending time with a clear mind, clearing your mind so you can actually spend time thinking about your own ideas and coming up with plans that are truly yours, right? When I walk up and I say, hey, this is what you should do, guess what you think? Yeah, okay. No. That's a reaction that I get on this podcast. And it makes sense now that I look at it. You're not to do what I say, you're going to do what you say. So I don't need to be telling you what to do, I need to be telling you how to do it. So let's take a look at this. Pick anything that you want to do in your life. And think about all the reasons why you can't do it. Get a big sheet of paper, get a roll of paper, and just continue writing all the reasons why you can't do it. Did you know that it only takes one reason for why you can to knock out all those reasons you can't? You only need one reason to do it. Does that make sense? This is where this whole conversation about living your best life starts. This is not a isolated, some people, I used to think, well, maybe I should categorize my conversations by category. Raising great kids, having a great relationship, financial responsibility. Why? No matter what issue you face in your life, no matter what you want to correct or change in your life, the recipe is the same. It's removing all the reasons you can't and injecting one reason why you can. And focusing on why you can until you find the motivation to take action on it. I can't. Oh, I can? Oh, okay, let's do this thing, right? And it's not difficult. It's not rocket science. And the reason I say this is a global concept, and I'm sure there are people out there going, well, yeah, all these podcasts sound the same. Well, of course they sound the same because the story is the same. I keep adding these little quirky ass connections with different ways to express the same story. If you want to accomplish anything in your life, you have to do what it takes to accomplish that. And those are the things you can do. If you want to change where you work, what can you do to make that happen? Well, one of the things on my list I can do, because the can'ts don't matter, one of the things I would do on my list that I can do is I can do some research about what options I have for employment. What things can I do to change my current income? Make the list. Oh, okay, well, we can do this. Okay, then the next issue is, why won't you do that? Well, the issue you won't do it is because you haven't created a story that you believe around that choice. I didn't even know I was going to be a podcaster until this mic broke. I'm thinking, okay, I got to do something that's scary and I'm not good at it and I actually suck at it, but I've got to do something with this piece of equipment that I spent money on. What can I do? Well, I could become a singer. I could practice singing and recording music, but that isn't really my thing. And that's a long shot, right? And I thought, well, okay, well, I can be a podcaster. And the idea had been floating around, and so I didn't look at what I couldn't do, which I can't ever be on a syndicated national television show because I don't have the voice for it, all right? This is probably unbearable for a lot of people, but this is the best I can do, right? But what I can do is I can do research on how to set up a podcasting platform. What I can do is I can start coming up with ideas and maybe practicing different conversations with myself that might be worthy of a podcast. What I can do is set aside time every day to practice getting ready for this thing I've never done. And finally, what I can do is plug that microphone in, get all those details taken care of, sit down and say, hey, what's up? My name's Chris Hawkes, and this is Your Best Life Defined. And bam, just like that, you got a podcast. It's silly. It's silly. Because that same analogy can go with your relationship. It's not what you can't do, it's what you can do. You can get off your butt, go from the living room into the kitchen, push her or him out of the way and say, hey, baby, I got this. I'll do the dishes. Go sit down. In fact, here, go sit down. I'll get you a glass of wine. Oh, and here's the remote. Go watch your favorite show. You can do that to make your relationship better. You can jump up and tell her, oh, no, sit down. I'll get the laundry. I got the laundry. You just sit down, hang out. You working hard enough. You had a long day, right, baby? Kind of antiquated thoughts here, but isn't this really what creates a better relationship? What you can do? Pick anything in your life you would like to change to make better. Then pick a number of moves you can make, a number of choices you can make that will affect a positive change in that thing. Like doing the dishes, like doing the laundry, like getting out from behind the video console and sitting down and looking at your partner and hanging on every word and asking questions and being fully engaged in that moment. Not what you can't do, it's what you can do. Apply this to anything in your life. So now this is where I ask you to take action. Uh-oh. Yep, that's right. This is where it's on you to make that happen. Now, in previous podcast, I talked about there's a story around every successful thing in my life. I work out. The story around the reason I work out is it's a couple stories. One is I want to be healthy and strong. So when my kids say, hey, Dad, you want to go kayaking or you want to go hike a 14er, I am in a physical condition to do that. I'm not overweight. I'm not out of breath. I'm not sick or on prescriptions or unhealthy. I see it every time I work out. Every time I think I can't, I go back out there and I do it again because I don't want to ever see the day when my kids say, hey, Dad, we're going to go hike a 14, or can you watch the dog? Damn. Ugh, that's going to be a tough one for me, let me tell you. So where are you at? Where are you at? What story are you going to build around the next thing you make better in your life? I don't know. I choose relationship first. You know why? Because relationship is the foundation of your decisions. That's the decision machine of your life, right? It isn't. I don't make decisions on my own. I make small decisions that don't impact us, don't change the dynamic or direction of our life. But anything that has to do with a possible negative outcome or actually changes the direction of our life, like where we stay or purchases we make or major decisions like that, my partner is right there. In fact, she's there when we make decisions about our diet, about whether we drink or we don't drink, how often we work out, and the whole dynamic of our life. So in order for that to be as effective as it can be, don't you think maybe your relationship would be a great place to start focusing on what you can do to make that relationship better? What's cool about relationships is someone will tell you, your partner will tell you what they would like to see change. When I was drinking too much, my wife didn't have any problem coming and saying, hey, listen, how many drinks is that? Right? How many drinks is that? I'd be like, oh, I don't care. Right? No. What can I do to change that? What I can do is listen to her advice and slow down, stop drinking. She'd tell me, hey, looks like you're going to work out today? I don't know. Okay, all right, well, just saying, baby, you're kind of putting on a little holiday weight. What can I do about that? Start working out, get back on track. Hope you get it. It's a repeat, but I hope you get it. Because in the end, guess what happens? You pick one small thing and you focus on what you can do to achieve that goal. And maybe that thing you pick isn't exactly right. Maybe that thing you pick isn't the perfect decision. Well, it will open up doors and it'll guide you, and pretty soon you'll make another choice and take a different angle. And before you know it, you're there. And you get that small win and you say, wow, all right, I can do 5 pull-ups in a row. Wow, yeah. 10 is just around the corner. Wow, I've got this many podcasts done. I'm less than almost 160 away from my goal. Yeah. Focus on what you can do. Forget about what you can't do because it's irrelevant. Don't talk to anyone about what you can't do, because when you repeat that stuff, it just sets you back in your chair with another bottle of beer or another glass of wine with an excuse to not take action in your life. And guess what? Just in case you haven't noticed, it is going by. It is ticking by. And if you don't start now, before you know it, it's going to be too late. Hate to end it on that note, but that's the way it is, really. And I wake up every day energized and trying to find another way to communicate with you, another way to inspire you to wake up and do the shit I'm doing, to wake up and do the shit you love to do. Hell, you deserve to play more golf. You deserve to have more fun. You deserve to laugh more. And the last thing you need to do is spend a minute longer than you have to doing shit that sucks. And how do you do that? You start focusing on what you can do. That's the trick right there. So when you're wondering why you can't, don't worry about it. Why you can is more important. So keep that in mind. As always, be kind. It's all about the love. And don't forget, today's your day. Make it a good one.